Okay, in this video, our review of episode 5 of Good Omens after this. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and we have now Aziraphale in heaven, taken there accidentally when he accidentally steps into the portal after dealing with Shadwell. Shadwell, of course, thinks that he has deposed a witch. He is immediately, and Aziraphale is immediately conscripted into the War of Armageddon and asked where his flaming sword was and given various uniform or whatever to do with it. And he manages to escape back to Earth. But since he has been discorpulated, he has to find a suitable body in order to occupy, and he happens to find Madame Tracy is available for that. She's willing to share her body with him, and while they are both conscious and kind of alternate between the two of them, it makes a very interesting seance scene. He is actually able to bring back a dead relative who basically tells his wife to shut up. He never had a chance to say that when he was alive. Kind of a funny scene there. After this is done, they head off to Tadfield Air Force Base, where they have discovered that the Antichrist is, and they need to catch up to him. And so Aziraphale and later Crowley make their way that way. And in the case of Aziraphale, they go on a motor scooter that goes about 3 miles an hour. He was able, through angelic powers, to make it go quite a bit faster. And Crowley, through his own demonic powers, is able to make his car go across a burning motorway, which was set afire by other demons who were trying to stop him, basically. And so he's driving along in a flaming Bentley, and Aziraphale is flying along in the body of Madame Tracy in a motor scooter. Kind of funny, really. It was in the book, and I wasn't sure how they were going to be able to do it on the screen, but it turned out pretty well. A little side note, as they get to Tadfield Air Force Base, the guard at the gate is actually reading a Neil Gaiman book. And so that's a little Easter egg there for you. A couple of things that they mention in the, they don't mention in the book, they mention here. For instance, Crowley indicates that Aziraphale is his best friend. And in the book, they never really called themselves best friends. They were just kind of polite to each other. They probably were friends, but never said it out loud. It was one of those kind of things where they had an understanding, but at the same time, not necessarily a friendship. It was kind of an odd relationship, really. And but this time they have Crowley say directly that Aziraphale was his best friend. Oh, and in doing so, and the reason that even comes up is a line where he says, "You killed my best friend, you bastards." I think that probably was a reference to South Park, where Kenny used to be killed off every week, and they would say, "You killed Kenny," and make a similar exclamation. So that's where I think that came from. It may or may not. Crowley also has a good line where he says, "I never asked to be a demon. I was just minding my own business. Then, oh, looky here, Lucifer and the guys." And Lucifer's voice, by the way, was done by Benedict Cumberbatch. The character was played by a different actor, but they snuck in Benedict Cumberbatch voice on that, which was kind of a nice thing. So episode 5, which is bringing everything up to speed to get you ready for the last episode, which we will review in the next video. So in the meantime, please go down to the comments and make your comments about whether you liked or didn't like this episode. And also please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and click the notification bell and let us know that you want to be notified when the next video comes your way. We have the video for the last episode of Good Omens coming up next. So until then, don't go far.